Brooksaw Antiques here today. We have this 1970 Smith Corona Super Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I like to line it up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And above that are the margins. This is the left margin, and I'm going to set that around 0. And this is the right margin. I'm going to set that around 85. About the length of a page. And this is the paper bail that sits on top and holds the page down. It's got 2 rollers that are adjustable. This is the color selector switch. I'm going to set that on the top section for black, which prints the top portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print anything at all. And when you have it all the way down, it prints the bottom portion, which is red. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit the slide space, gets you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, flip the switch back 1, it skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line to switch from black to red. Switch that back down to red. Beautiful typing machine. This is one of the most popular machines that I get in stock. They don't ever stay in stock for long. Just something about the design and the color and just how good of a typewriter it is. It's made out of all metal. This is all metal, very sturdy and reliable. They do not make them like this anymore. So if you're in the market for a typewriter and you're shopping around and you see those brand new ones from China that are probably more expensive than this one is, and it will not last you probably more than a month before it starts breaking and malfunctioning. These things are meant to last forever, and it will last forever if you take care of it. To pull the page out easy, you flip the switch forward, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace right above that, and above that to the left is the touch control, low, medium, and high. The farther high down you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys, and the farther up to low, less tension, but you don't have to hit the keys as hard for them to print. We're going to put the color selector switch back up to black, so we default black ink. Right next to that is your tab function. We have 1 tab set. We don't have anything set. We're going to set one right in the middle by hitting the set button. And now you go to the beginning, and then you hit the tab, it stops at that spot you set it at. To clear that, you go to just go back to the tab and hit the CL button right above that, and that should clear it. So we're just going to keep one set in the middle, just so I used to like to do that as a common practice, so when the tab button gets hit, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear to your typewriter. Below the tab is MR, so when you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that locks the keys so they won't print, and you hit the MR, it stands for margin release. It allows you to get past that block and type all the way to the end. Open the hood, it just slides out like that. You have access to your ribbon spools. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right. To switch the direction, you flip the switch where my pointing finger is behind the left spool. You push it back to pull it left. Push it forward to pull right, and that's where we want it right now. Carriage lock right here, you just lift it up and it locks in the middle, so when you have it in a case, the carriage doesn't get damaged. And this is your carriage release. This allows you to control the carriage freely. Very smooth. Although the design of these is not great because these things break off all the time, and since they don't sell them anymore, I have to make them. I make them with a 3D printer, so if you need one, check my shop. Both of these are the original intact, so very nice. And on the end, if you push this button in and you turn the knob, it disables the spacing, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is 1 space. And the same concept with this lever here, right in between. You push it down, it disables the spacing, and you push it up, you get those clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.